this video, we'll study about the different number systems. We have the following three number systems: base 10, decimal system. Human beings use this system. Here there are 10 distinct symbols, that is from 0 to 9. Next is base 2 binary system. Computers use base 2 system. In this there are only two digits, binary digits, which are commonly referred to as bits. They are 0 and 1. Next is base 16 hexadecimal system. It is used as a convenient representation of binary numbers. In this there are 16 distinct symbols, that is 0 to 9 and A to F. So converting from decimal number system to binary number system. So a number in decimal number system, its representation in binary number system can be obtained by dividing that decimal number by 2 repeatedly till the quotient becomes 0. Meanwhile, we have to keep track of the remainders obtained and then write the remainder in the reverse order to get the binary representation. So suppose we have a decimal number 25. So 25 has to be converted to binary form. So we'll start dividing the number 25 by 2. So till we get the quotient 0. So first trial 25 by 2, we get the quotient 12 and the remainder is 1. In the next trial, we'll divide that quotient, previous quotient 12 by 2, and now we get the quotient 6 and the remainder is 0. In the next trial, we divide the previous quotient, that is 6, by 2. Now we get the quotient 3 and the remainder is 0. Now in the fourth trial, we divide the previous quotient, that is 3, by 2, and now we get the quotient 1 and the remainder is 1. Now next trial, we divide the quotient 1 by 2. It is not possible, so the quotient is 0 and the remainder is 1. So now we have reached the trial where the quotient has become 0. So now we have to stop the division process. So now to get the binary representation of the decimal number 25, we have to write the remainders in reverse order. That is starting from the last division process. Whatever remainder we have got from the last division process, from there we have to start writing the remainders. So that is from bottom to top as shown in the arrow mark. So the binary form of 25 is 11001. So 25 in decimal is 11001 in binary. This is how we convert a number in decimal system to binary system. Now we'll see how to convert from binary system to decimal system. So for this we should know the weights of each bit in the binary number, and then we have to add it together to get the decimal equivalent. So we have the decimal conversion done for the binary number 11001. So 11001, the digit is written, and now we have to write the weights for each digit. So starting from the rightmost bit, that is LSB. So for this one, the weight is 2 to the power 0. For the next higher bit, it is 2 to the power 1. Next higher bit, 2 to the power 2. So on. So the MSB is getting the weight 2 to the power 4. So now we have to get the equivalent value of the weight. So equivalent value of the weight will be considered only when the digit is having one value. That is, the binary representation in that particular weight has one digit. If suppose it has 0, then the equivalent value of the weight will not be considered for addition purpose. So here the MSB has 1, so the 2 to the power 4, that is 16, will be considered. Next bit 2 to the power 3, 8, it will be considered because again the digit here is 1. And next 2 to the power 2, that is 4, will not be considered because the digit is 0 here. Next 2 to the power 1, that is 2, will not be considered because digit is 0. Next 2 to the power 0, that is 1, it will be considered because the digit is 1. So all that values will be added. So 16 plus 8 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1, which gives us 25. That is, the decimal equivalent is 25 for this particular binary equivalent. So this is also in the way it is 2 to the power 4 into 1, 2 to the power 3 into 1, 2 to the power 2 into 0, 2 to the power 1 into 0, 2 to the power 0 into 1. So that all terms are added to get the decimal equivalent. So simple ways: weight into the digit plus next weight into 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 digit will give us the decimal equivalent. There is one more way of converting decimal number to binary number. So using the weight concept, we can convert the decimal number to a binary form. So for this, we should just write the decimal number in the forms of powers of 2. So 39, which has to be converted to binary. The sum should be 39. So we should add the powers of 2 such that we get the decimal value. So 39 is got by the addition of 2 to the power 5 plus 2 to the power 2 plus 2 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 0. And then we'll write the binary representation. So 32 is in the 2 to the power 5 position. So it will be the MSB position. So 1. Next bit is not considered for addition, so it will be 0. So next bit again is 0 because that particular weight is not considered. And next 3 bits are 1 because the weights are considered for that respective bits. So the representation of 39 is 100111 in binary. So next we will see the conversion from binary form to hexadecimal form. So we have to start from the right and group the binary bits 4 at a time, so that each 4-bit binary number will be replaced with its hexa equivalent. So we'll start from the rightmost, that is LSB, and we'll group 4 binary bits at a time and then replace that 4-bit binary number with the hexa equivalent. So we have the binary representation 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 1 0 1 0 1. So we'll write it and in such a way that we are getting the 4 bits grouped starting from right. So 1 0 1 0, it is written first, then next group 1 1 1 1, then next group 1 0 0 1. So now these 3 groupings are done, so its hexa equivalent will be written. So 1001, the representation is 9, that is 1001, binary value 1001 is 9 in hexa decimal system. Next 1111 is hexa equivalent is F. 0101 hexa equivalent is 5. So now the binary number 10011111001 is 9F5. Similarly, we can convert from hexadecimal to binary. So each hexa digit will be replaced by the binary equivalent, that is in 4-bit form. So every hexa digit will be replaced by the binary equivalent. So hexa number 29B is to be converted to binary. So 29B, 3 digits are there. So 2 is nothing but 0010 in binary. 9 is nothing but 1001. B is 1011. So we get the binary equivalent of 29B as 0010 1001 1011. So here we will see how to convert from decimal system to hexadecimal. So we can have this done in two ways, that is decimal number can be converted to binary system and then converted to hexadecimal system, or the decimal number can be divided by 16 in repeated divisions, keeping track of the remainders and then writing down the remainders in reverse order. So using the first method, that is converting the decimal to binary and then to hexa. So example, if at all I have to convert 45 in decimal system to hex. So first I'll write 45 in the binary format. So for that I need to know the powers of 2 which can be added to get the value 45. So the powers of 2 which are used here is 32, that is 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 1. So 2 to the power 5 plus 2 to the power 3 plus 2 to the power 2 plus 2 to the power 0. These are added to get the value 45. So now 32 is 2 to the power 5. So the MSB is 1. Next 2 to the power 4, 16 is not there, so 0. Next 2 to the power 3, 8 is there, 1. Next 2 to the power 2, 4 is there, that is 1. Next 2 to the power 1 is not there, so it is 0. And 2 to the power 0 is there, so it is 1. So the binary representation is in 4-bit form. So we have first 4 bits and next we have only 2. So you have to add 2 zeros to the left side. So the binary representation of 45 is nothing but 0010 1101. So each will be a group of 4 bits. So you have 2 groups, so each will be 4 bits because you have to convert it into hexa. So for hexa, each digit it will have 4 bits of binary. So now since for the first group you had 1101, for the second group it was only 10, we have added 00. So now this 45 is in binary representation 0010 1101. So now this has to be converted to hexadecimal. So 0010 is 2, 1101 is D. So 0010 is represented as 2, 1101 is D. So the hexadecimal representation is 2D. One more example we'll see, that is 629 has to be converted to hexa. So 629 decimal number has to be converted to hexa. So for that we will write the powers of 2, that is 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we require 2 to the power 9, that is 512, and next 2 to the power 8 is not needed, 2 to the power 7 is not needed, 2 to the power 6, 64 we require, 2 to the power 5, 32 we require, 2 to the power 4, 16 we require, 2 to the power 8 is not needed, 2 to the power 4 is needed, 2 to the power 2 is not needed, 2 to the power 1 we require. So now we can write this binary representation. So first we will start writing from right side. So it is 1 0 1 0 and then 1 1 1 0, then 0 1. So here we are having only 2 bits, so we'll add 2 bits to the left side. So we get the number as, from right side if I read, 1010, then 1110, then 0100. So this is the binary representation of the digit 629. And now we can get the hexadecimal representation of it. So 0010, the first group, it is nothing but 2. Representation is 2. Next we have 0111, its representation is 7. Next we have 0101, its representation is 5. So 629 decimal number is represented in hexadecimal, that is 275. Now we will see how to convert hexadecimal number to decimal number. Similarly, how we did for decimal to hexa conversion, here we can convert hexa number to binary form and then to decimal form, or convert directly from hexa to decimal by summing the weight of all the digits. So take an example, it is 6B2 is the hexa number. So first we'll write the binary equivalent of 6B2. So binary equivalent of 6B2 is written. So 6 is represented in binary as 0110, B is represented as 1011, 2 is represented as 0010. So binary equivalent is 0110, 1011, 0010. This binary equivalent is written down here. So the first bit, that is MSB, is not written since it is 0. So here the 0 MSB is not written since it is 0. So now the weights of each of the bits is written. So the rightmost one, LSB, it has weight 2 to the power 0, that is 1. Next it has 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, and so on. So now we have to add these weights for if there is one bit in the position of that particular weight. So the weight will be added if that weight pertains to a bit 1, and if the weight pertains to bit 0, then it will not be added. So 1024, it pertains to the bit 1, 512 pertains to bit 1, so that is added. 256 weight, that is 2 to the power 8, is not added since the bit is 0. So the addition is done of the equivalent weights, and then you are getting the decimal equivalent, that is 1714. So 6B2 hexa number is converted to decimal number, and that answer is 1714. So this, you can see the number system representation in decimal, binary, and hexa. So decimal 0 to 9, the binary representation is the 0 to 9, and hexa representation 0 to 9, A to F. So hexa A to F is decimal 10 to 15. The binary representation for each one of it is shown. Now coming to the addition of hexa numbers, that is hexadecimal numbers. So while adding the digits, that is bit by bit, the hexa number will be added. So starting from LSB, the addition will take place. So add the digits together from the LSB, that is least significant bit or digit, and if the result is less than 16, then write that digit as the sum in that particular position, and if the result is greater than 16, then subtract 16 from that result and get the digit and write on it in the sum position and carry 1 to the next digit. So we'll take an example. So we have to add the hexa number 23D9 with 94BE. So we'll write 23D9, beneath that we'll write 94BE. So first we'll start with LSB, that is least significant digit, that is 9 and E has to be added. So 9 plus E, what is E represents 14. So in the previous slide you have seen the decimal value 14 represents hexa value E. So 9 plus 14 is 23. So 23 is the result which is greater than 16. So we have to subtract 16 from that, and the value got after subtraction, that will be written in the sum position. So 23 is greater than 16. So 23 minus 16, we are getting 7. So that is 7 is written in the sum position, and a carry is generated which will be carried forwarded to the next bit. So now D and B will be added along with the carry from the previous position. So what is D represents 13, what is B represents 11. So the 1 here is nothing but the carry generated from the previous bit. So 1 plus D, that is 13, plus 11, that is B, is added. So you get 25. Again the result is greater than 16. So you subtract 16 from that result. So 25 minus 16, you get 9. So write down that 9 in the sum position, and again a carry is generated which is taken in this position, carried forward to here. So now 1 plus 3 plus 4. So 1 plus 3 plus 4 gives the answer 8. This is less than 16. So it is written as it is. Next, add 2 and 9. 2 plus 9 is 11, which is in hexa B. So we get the result B897. So the addition of 23D9 plus 94BE is B897. Similarly, we can have the subtraction done for hexadecimal numbers. But if the second digit is greater than the first, then we have to borrow 16 from the preceding digit, because the digit from which you are subtracting is small. So you have to add, or you have to carry borrow. You have to borrow so that you will be able to subtract the subtrahend. So now if the second digit is greater than the first, then you have to borrow 16 from the preceding digit, else there is no requirement of borrow. So now perform hexa subtraction, that is 59F minus 2B8. So 2B8 number has to be subtracted from 59F. So now if 59F is smaller than 2B8, means 2B8, this is the second digit, is greater than 59F, then 16 has to be borrowed from the preceding digit. So that will be done at each bit position. So now we will see how it is performed. 59F minus 2B8. So F minus 8. So F is greater than 8. So F is nothing but 15 minus 8 gives us 7. So 7 is written. So 9 minus B. So 9 is smaller than B. So you have to borrow 16 from the preceding digit. So from 5 you will be borrowing 1, which will be added as 16 to 9. So 9 plus 16 minus B, that is 11. So 9 plus 16 minus 11 will give us 14. So 14 is represented as E. So E is written in the result position. Next, you have borrowed 1 bit from this particular value 5. So you are left with 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2. So this is how you perform hexa number subtraction. Next topic is coding system, that is in number systems we have ASCII code. So this ASCII code assigns binary patterns for the numbers 0 to 9, all the letters in English alphabet, either it is uppercase or lowercase, and many control codes and punctuation marks, and this system uses 7 bits to represent each code. So in this table you can see the hexa value and the equivalent ASCII code value for it. This can be used for the programming purpose.